a.m. May 10th. Now, Prince Joffrey Incorporated's throwing their bitch fit again and threatening to murder me again. So if I die, remember, key way to get these murderers behind bars, look for people involved in a data case. They've been stealing my data. Look for every account of misrepresenting evidence, tampering with evidence, destroying evidence. It involves letters I've been writing to law enforcement over the past 6 years and 6 months, as well as ideas and property. Look for people pretending my data, my letters, raps, and guitar songs are theirs, maybe in Dubai, Dallas, California, New York, Houston, Woodlands, Connecticut. Those people are all involved in conspiracy to murder me and murder. They're even in some fight for some movie or something, and they're trying to make a movie and pretend my data is theirs. So check with Intellectual Property Rights Commission, check with FBI, UN, etc. These people threaten to murder me whenever they don't get their way. So if I die, look for all the people involved with misrepresenting evidence, tampering, destroying. Those are key players involved with conspiracy to murder, and if I die, murdering me, as well as terrorist financing, terrorism, organized crime, and RICO. Another key point, the way you spot these psychopaths, they all have phrasing hustles. They all like to communicate in the same fashion. When you're asking them the right questions, they try to make you look psychotic. They all follow a script. Some of them, I remember in 2018 or 2019, someone was talking about something they call Illuminati phrases. But they all communicate in a certain fashion, especially when you question them. So that's how you can spot some of these kids involved in their terrorist organization. I call it the Billionaire Boys Murder Douche Club. Yeah, look for those guys. They all communicate the same. And when you ask them certain questions, they'll respond with similar answers and similar behaviors. They operate with a script. Some people are even implanted and told what to say to you when you're questioning them. So look for that too. But yeah, if I die, go through the evidence, go through the data, look for people pretending my ideas, data, material, content, etc. are theirs. Those are key people involved with conspiracy and attempt to murder. Bet my life on it. And also involved with hiring terrorists to hold me hostage. Bet my life on it. But yeah, look for their phrasing hustles. They all operate and communicate in a certain fashion from a script, as if they practice and rehearse, and someone gives them a script to practice and rehearse from. So look for that, and look for people with similar things. You can spot collaborations between a whole community or different arms and legs of a whole unit. But they separate and fight sometimes. So sometimes they may all do their own thing, but each community has its own little. Sometimes they work as a whole together, and sometimes they separate and divide. And there's some arms and some legs, and then the arms will have one communication method, the other arm will have another, and the legs will have each leg will have a different one. But they all communicate in a similar fashion, especially if you question them. So look for that. There was something else I was going to say. Then they started wiping me and using their witness tampering tech. So if you ever communicate, if some of these kids ever come to communicate with you, and you're talking to them, and your mind kind of goes blank, and you're trying to reach from your mind, use memory retrieval, those kids are involved with some of these implantation terrorists, and they put a device in a region of your brain with a larger, maybe a neuron initiator site for memory retrieval. And when you're communicating with them, they'll turn that on, and it makes it harder for you to retrieve certain memories depending on the location. So if you ever go blank, kind of like I just did, because I'm losing train of thought right now, because they're doing witness tampering, because they knew I was going to say something else that was key, because they're stalking me even right now. Pay attention to who you're talking to when that goes on. Those are key people involved with these implantation terrorists. Now they just turned it back off, so I'm back. And then, oh yeah, maybe I should keep that quiet. I'll write this part to law enforcement. Excuse me. But yeah, there's something I was going to say, but then I'm pondering, should I say this or not? Probably not. Yeah, I'm just going to write to law enforcement. But another thing, look for who pivots and tries to start changing their phrases when they talk to law enforcement. That will tell you who's involved with these key terrorists. Because, why do they need to rehearse before they talk to law enforcement? They're clearly involved with some highly illegal shit. I'm trying to lie to them.